Welcome to the Pimp My Setup highlights for episode number 175. The first setup was submitted by Michael. I think the first thing to note is that he is in fact under his bed. Depending on the size of the bed, it could be a con because look at how much room he has. Considering the amount of displays that he has, it makes it difficult to put a PC on the desk. The problem that happens with having 3 displays and the PC on the desk, the right one for Xbox, look at where it is. It's completely at a weird ass angle, which it's fine to have it off at that angle, but it's only at that angle because you don't have the room. You got to kind of condense. The computer can't be there. You can't have 3 displays. And honestly, I don't really think you need to have those displays because the usability of it, they're just flat. Michael's scored is 62. The next setup was submitted by Jamie. You kind of get the idea of what he's going for. The single monitor setup, having everything he needs in reaching distance, which is good. It's simple, it works. But he's got the clapboard, whatever it's called. Is that what it's clapboard? Yeah, clapboard. That's cool. But he's got a poster off to the right. But it's like, what about right above the monitor? I feel like that all the stuff on the wall is like in a weird spot. And I say this almost every episode to anybody that has old speakers. You can very easily unscrew the plastic housing and just go spray paint it whatever color you want. If you're going for blue, go for blue, go for black, whatever. Jamie scored an 80. The next setup was submitted by Nuno. He's got the single desk, which he decided to put himself off to the left, which normally I hate, but I understand what he's doing here. The reason I normally hate it is because people are like, they have no reason to put themselves to one side. Here, I think it works and I think it makes sense. The wall, it looks like he's into abstract art, which is really cool. I think that's fine. I have nothing against it. I just think it could have been placed in a better spot. Nuno scored an 80. The next setup was submitted by Ryan. It's a love-hate for me. Definitely a love-hate. There's things that I really think are awesome. Like, look at the triple monitors. That looks sick. Look at the black and red really flowing through. The wallpaper makes a big difference. Really, really, really nice. But then there are things I don't like. Like the flower curtains that's super transparent. If he had, let's say, blackout curtains, I think that would look a lot nicer. I want to know what everybody thinks about the PC being where it is. Because first off, I'm sure it's mounted in there real nice, but that scares me. I know some people think it's cool and maybe he doesn't have a nice spot to display it. Ryan scored an 82. The next setup was submitted by Josh. I was going to say, this is going to make me seem like a dick right off the bat. And I'm not trying to be a dick, I promise. I was going to say, hey man, paint the walls. His email said he just painted the walls. So I feel so bad because obviously he wanted that color. I just don't think it works.
I feel like maybe if he went with more of the color theme, now that he has the walls painted, like get some more blue or that color, like peripherals or something like that, then maybe it'll work.
It doesn't look bad. I like how the PC is where it's at. The one thing that weirds me out though is that it looks like a Best Buy in there.
I know. What the hell's...
Dude, it's almost like he literally stole these. I'm sure he actually used them. It'd be kind of stupid to steal empty gift cards and stuff. Josh scored 74. The next setup was submitted by Nicholas. Yeah, he's got the cool flight simulator stuff, but for the photo, take it off. Also, the monitors are like, what does the one monitor have cooties and the other one's trying to get away? You gotta let them touch. Trust me, making them touch, the usability is just so much nicer. You have all this stuff on your desk that doesn't look like you ever really need to use. And it's just there, making the left side especially look really messy. The upper part, the shelves, we can't really see what's on there, but it kind of looks just kind of like a storage. You should have just really hid some of that stuff.
Yeah, like everything. Just take everything off the desk, the monitors, the
just
keyboard,
a blank desk.
And just have a blank desk.
And I would have been like, you know what? It's a good starting point. I like what you go for.
Minimalistic.
Yeah. Nicholas scored a 60. Final setup was submitted by Carol. This setup I really like, and I think he did a great job with it, specifically because of the color theme. This goes to show how important it is. If you do, you don't want to go for, all the time people are like, I don't want to put posters. I don't want to put anything on the shelves. I don't want pet vinyls. It's like, oh, you don't need pop vinyls. Oh my God, his score could be so much better if he just figured it out. The usability, I had a little bit of trouble with because yes, his speakers are technically not blocked. I think if he had a dual monitor arm coming off the back of his desk, raising up the monitors just a little, he could have had the speakers in a normal spot. You get a lot more desk real estate back. You could push things to the backside a little bit more. The router, I wouldn't really want to have it on the desk. I'd put it elsewhere. Carol scored an 82. Brian and Carol tie, but I think Carol won. Thanks for watching the Pimp My Setup highlights for episode number 175.